Hello, and welcome to another edition of Ben Wilkoff Debriefs the Transition. I am trying out one of our newest tools for capturing classrooms and learning. This is the Gear 360, the 2017 edition, which is essentially the best 360 camera that we can get at this very moment, and we're trying them out. Going to be doing some classroom captures with them and some reflection captures with them. But the other tools will be coming shortly after they are inventoried by Library Services, and I am really excited to talk about what the potential of these new tools that you made a specific request for, what the potential is of these tools for teaching, learning, leading, and creating. And so that is all wonderful, and I'm really excited about hopefully this week being able to get those devices out to everybody and talk through that idea of using our devices and our tools to do our jobs even better. But the thing that I want to debrief as a part of the transition is something that came up today in the program directors meeting. And it was around the conversation regarding equity. And we were talking through what the outcomes for 1718 are and what our commitments are to equity. And the outcomes that we were talking about, I kind of asked the question, whose outcomes are they? Because I think that when we set our goals, when we set our outcomes, if they are only ours, especially around equity, right? If they are only the equity and learning outcomes rather than the outcomes for schools, for teachers, for leaders, then I'm not sure that they're going to happen. And so I would love to think about, as we construct the outcomes for 1718, both around equity as well as around personalized learning, how is it that we can ensure that those outcomes are not just held on this team, that those goals are not just the work of this team? And it really does make me think about the conversation that we've been having around what it means to be a personalized learning team, what it means to be a personalized learning partner, and do we have those, elevator speeches that allow us to think through, all right, this is my role, this is my job, this is my job description even, and my outcomes are also your outcomes. They're your outcomes, meaning from the school perspective. They're your outcomes from other team perspectives. And so I'm really excited to think about, what does that mean? Whose outcomes are they? And how do we make sure that those outcomes for equity, which we were talking about, every educator focusing on a CRE theme and being able to tie their work to how they're building relationships, how they're focused on assets, right? Like that they're able to identify that and have that be a strong component of their work, no matter what their role is. But yeah, whose outcomes are they? And how do we make sure that we can share those outcomes across our teams? So if you have any thoughts about that, I'm totally game to hear those. I have really enjoyed collaborating this week. Some really good questions being shared in the PLP group. Hopefully we start to curate some of those answers too. I just really love working with you guys a lot. So anyway, I hope you have a great day today, and I will see you soon.